What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe and lick off the bell. So we got some breaking news right now. Your man's Floyd Money Mayweather has allegedly reached out to Brook and AMIR to inform them that he will be interested in returning to face the winner. Now, these are the exact quotes from the insider close to the situation, which is indeed Brook. He said the following: I think a lot of people want me to say I'm going to retire after I fight AMIR Khan. Conor Benn has been mentioned as a fight after AMIR Khan. Also, Floyd Mayweather has been saying to us that he wants to fight the winner. Danny Garcia has also been saying he wants the winner. Keith Thurman is getting active again. So there you go then. There you heard there that Floyd Mayweather has contacted Brook and AMIR Khan to say that he's interested in fighting the winner. So listen, what do I think about this? Well, people who follow my channel know that I exposed a few weeks ago that Floyd Money Mayweather is going through it right now, financially speaking, because Logan Paul hasn't been paid and he's now suing Floyd. And I believe it's around $10 million Logan's owed. And I don't care what no one says. It's not a coincidence that all of a sudden Floyd's getting sued by Logan Paul. And now all of a sudden he's trying to fight some random Don from Dubai called Money Kicks. And now he's trying to come back and fight AMIR Khan or Brook. Do you understand? Out of nowhere, Floyd Mayweather all of a sudden is returning to boxing. And trying to really return to boxing, fighting a professional fight against AMIR Khan or Brook. Now again, the reason this is highly likely because of his debts is also because, guess what? The YouTuber fights don't really generate much money. Believe it or not, they're not really big fights. Yeah, everyone hypes about the numbers, but in reality, they're not doing big numbers. And that's why Floyd wants to come back and fight AMIR Khan or Brook, because that's a real fight, which can do real numbers. Do you understand? These YouTuber fights, yeah, Floyd can make 5 or 10 million, but he's used to making 50, 100 million. Now, who knows? Don't forget, people, AMIR Khan has a huge UAE following. And them man have they love wasting money. So if AMIR Khan, I believe, whilst Brook's telling us that Floyd Mayweather's interested, I believe Floyd Mayweather will only fight the winner if it's AMIR Khan. And I believe it will be done in the UAE. And it's all adding up now as well, because think about it. Floyd Mayweather's linked with Money Kicks. Now that Money Kicks cat, he's from Dubai himself. So think of the kind of the build up here. Floyd beats Money Kicks in Dubai. Then AMIR Khan beats Brook in a massive fight in the UK. That then comes together, doesn't it? Floyd's then already got a base in the UAE for the mega fight between AMIR Khan and himself. It's all adding up. Now, obviously, if Brook wins, then I don't believe there's any chance Floyd Mayweather will fight Brook. Why? Well, there's no money in it. There's no money and there's no sense. The AMIR Khan fight, though, works perfectly. Yeah, especially if Floyd just knocked out some funny style YouTuber from Dubai. Yeah, obviously the Dubai man are going to want to get revenge. Either way, it's quite a sad situation that Floyd's found himself in. Bottom line, yeah, he's also being sued because he's been promoting crypto scams and whatever else. So listen, Floyd going through it right now, but really he got no one to blame but himself. Yeah, if he spent less time trying to brag and buy stupid watches. That's the thing, you see. White people, yeah, they make things of value. Black people consume them. That's the bottom line. Yeah? Name me one time you heard of a black man making something of value. You know what I'm saying? Name me. When? Who making it? All these watches, Cartier and all them, man, European. And the only people who buy them, and I'm not saying, yeah, the only people who waste money, who don't have it, is black folk. And that's the bottom line. Because, yeah, I'm not going to lie, yeah, popular culture or hip hop culture has spread out into the suburbs now. So there are broke white men who also follow the trend, but in the main, you don't even really hear about white celebrities wasting money. Like, for example, Ed Sheeran. You don't hear him buying a $30 million watch, even though he could afford it. But yet you got broke-ass rappers who ain't even got the money. And they're still... It's weird. It's a weird mentality. It's sad. I don't know where it comes from. Some people say, oh, but it's because of the history. I don't know about that. I really don't. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And again, Floyd himself is 5'9", so he's struggling. Well, sorry, 5'5", so he's struggling with Napoleon complex and whatever else. Obviously, Nelly took his girl. So I mean, it's one of them ones. I get, to an extent, I get why Floyd going through it, because he need the coins. If Floyd don't have no coins, he ain't getting no panani. So it's one of them ones. He ain't got no game. Bottom line, Floyd Mayweather got no game. That's why Nelly took his girl, 100%. And that's the thing. Floyd really has been struggling ever since Nelly took his girl. Because imagine that. Imagine having all that money, yeah, and your girl's still leaving you. Wow! Miss Jackson did him wrong. It's bad. It's bad for Floyd. Imagine that. Most of us dream and think about, well, if I could just get rich, I'd have this, I'd have that. Imagine getting rich and still getting punked. imagine having that kind of game, yeah, that despite your money, females still ain't trying to be with you. It's bad for Floyd. Miss Jackson did him wrong. And by the way, Nelly was broke at the time as well. Yeah? Miss Jackson Miss Jackson was funneling money from Floyd into Nelly's pockets. That shows you the game there. Nelly dropped some fire game. Nelly dropped that broke Nick game. Floyd ain't got no game. Floyd's only game is the money, and that's why he never wins. You see? And that's why now he's desperate, having to essentially sell his booty to some funny style UAE cat to get the check in. Now, to be fair, I wouldn't mind seeing Floyd return to professional boxing. And I think the Amir Khan fight would always be interesting. I think the question would be, though, can Floyd knock Amir Khan out? That's what I want to see. I want to see Floyd go in there and go for the KO. Would he do that? Probably not. In fact, definitely not. Floyd is a scary cat. He always been scary. But that would be the question. Can Floyd knock Amir Khan out? That's the only real intrigue. And again, it wouldn't be bad to see Floyd come back in a professional fight. I'm not trying to watch him fight no more YouTubers, but Floyd Mayweather versus the winner, if it's Amir Khan, that makes sense. I'd watch that. Well, I'd stream it. Ain't paying for it, but still, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones.